TikTok Boots, it's Shiipty, and welcome back to the channel for another episode of Naomi. I know that you guys have missed her. I've missed her too, but today she is back on the channel. She is ready to go. I have planned everything I wanted to do for this episode, and so let's go ahead and get into it, because as you all can see, Naomi's hair has grown, so that means that it's been a little bit of time, and you know, we got some things to update you guys on. So we are here in Copperdale because Alisha is about to meet Naomi's mother, Yasmin, and talk to her in regards to possibly transferring over into the Copperdale Academy of Arts. And it is a high school, but it's more so focused on the art studies, and they still do get the high school education, but there's also just a big focus on arts and everything. And so Alisha is very excited. She's super happy. She's feeling inspired, and she's ready to meet Naomi's mother. Naomi actually was on the phone when we started up this episode, and so she should be on her way shortly. But Naomi, in fact, did invite Alisha's mom, and not because, you know, she didn't want her to think that nothing was going on between her and Alisha's father, but because she wanted her to be a part of the process and to be able to meet Yasmin and to know where her daughter would be going to school. Now, while Alisha's mother did want to be here, Joanne just had other obligations that were already scheduled, and she could not cancel them. It was work related, and she just didn't have any way around it. So Alisha was under the impression that her mom, you know, she was invited, she could have come, but sometimes life happens, you know, and it's okay. And so she hasn't really thought too deep about the fact that it's just going to be her dad, and Naomi on this trip, because if it were me, and my dad was going through a divorce and he was here with this woman who he's been spending a lot of quality time with, wouldn't you start asking questions? Because Naomi did in fact invite Joanne. Alisha just isn't thinking about that kind of thing. But I just wanted to get that out of the way. Another thing that I wanted to point out to you guys too is that with Angelo and Naomi, I talked about them making things official between them, but they still have not asked each other to be girlfriend and boyfriend. I think that Angelo is trying to plan something romantic that he wants to do with her, and he also wants to be on a good page with his daughter so he can tell her, hey, I'm dating someone. You know, this is that, you know, this is happening, and this is her kind of thing. But he really just wants to get Alisha's situation settled first. And he thinks that after this, maybe things will start to light up for her, and they can actually come into talking and discussing him moving on and into a relationship. But Angela's just sitting here talking to Alisha. He's like, well, if you get accepted to the school, can you see us living here, you know? And she's like, well, is mom gonna come? But as some of you may have noticed, Angelo had a car pop up above his head, and I feel like he was saying to his daughter, you know, mom can travel here, it's not a big deal, and you know, she probably wants to get a break away from the city, but that's just where she belongs, honey. I don't see her ever moving out here where it's super quiet and remote. But it looks like Yasmin has arrived. I don't know if you guys have seen her in a while. I think we saw her on Naomi's birthday, which, let me show you guys the calendar, there's so much to catch you up on. So we are in the last week of winter. I know, crazy, right? And then we are going to be in spring, which is then Love Day. And then I think that some of you all, it's hard for me to express to you guys how much time it's been. So Angelo came back into Naomi's life on her birthday. Do you guys see how close this is? This is really close. So in my mind, I feel like they have been talking for what, 10 to 11 months now. And so I feel like it has given Naomi a lot of time to process her thoughts, to figure out what she's doing, and to realize how she's feeling about Angelo again. And I don't personally think they're rushing or anything like that. So I did want to show you guys the calendar and show you all where we're at. And yeah, Love Day, maybe that'll be the day that Angelo decides to move forward with Naomi. I don't know. It would be kind of cheesy, right? You guys let me know down below how you think Angelo would approach it. Do you all think he would have his own day, or do you all think that he would center it around Love Day? So comment that down below. Last bit of information that I want to pile onto you guys is the fact that we will be doing a Wade update. And now I don't know if you guys want him included in the next episode of Naomi and have a little update of him there, or if you guys would like your own specific part of his update and where he's at and how things are going with him, because there are some things that I have to explore on that category, because I think there's a lot of misconception there. So let me know if you guys want a full episode dedicated to him, like a bonus video like we've done in the past, or if you just wanted to have a little tidbit in the beginning of the next episode of Naomi, because we really are here for our girls. So he's not going to be our main focus, but we can have a whole video dedicated to him. So let me know how you guys are feeling down below in regards to all of that. So now that everyone's in here, Naomi is gonna say, "Hey mom, this is Angela's daughter. This is Alisha, the one I was telling you about." And she's like, "Oh my gosh, she's so pretty. Wow, I'd love to get to know her. That is so sweet." Now, Naomi's mom, she's a very forgiving person, but there are some things that she would like to talk to Alisha about and also Angelo privately. So I'm gonna have Yasmin. Oh, she did it on her own. I was about to scoot her closer, but I just want her to formally talk to Alisha and get to know her a little bit. So we're going to go into friendly and we're going to go to interest. And I think that we would like to discuss interests with her and just see what she's about and everything. My Sims are playing musical chairs at the moment. I'm so sorry, guys. But Angela's like, yeah, the drive over here was great. You know, he's making small talk with Miss Yasmin. And the plan was, okay, yeah, this is great. She's going to talk to her privately. She probably asked Angela, hey, can I have a moment with her, dear? And Alisha is realizing that Angelo is really close to Naomi's family, so she's thinking to herself, like, how far back does this relationship go? She's really curious, but I'm just going to have her keep talking to her. We can ask for a donation to university. We can ask to volunteer, and so maybe that is something that she does ask Alisha, like, hey, honey, I know that you got in some trouble. Just to look good on your record when you transfer over, I'm curious if you'd be willing to volunteer. And I didn't see any negative pop-ups about that. And Angela's like, yeah, honey, I think that you should. And it may even help when you're, you know, looking to do college again, that kind of thing. And so no games. You really need to buckle down for this one. But I imagine Alicia's like, blah, blah, blah. I know, Dad. I know. And they're just all laughing it off. I think that Alisha is just in really good spirits though. And like I said, Yasmin has a few more things that she would like to talk to Angelo about. And so Naomi has planned for her and Alisha to go to the boardwalk and just to explore a little bit. Alisha asks for some extra money. He's like, of course, honey, you can get whatever you want. Just take my card, okay? So we just got here to the pier and Naomi realizes that Alisha is feeling a little tense and stressed right now. And so Naomi tries to open up to her and she's like, oh, you know, I'm fine. I'm just hungry. And so Naomi's like, you want to grab some ice cream? She's like, Naomi, it's not even spring yet. Naomi's like, well, winter's the best time for ice cream, I promise. And Alisha, she's still just a little tense right now. I think she's more so worried like things are gonna fall through with this whole school thing and that she won't be able to go here. And she's also probably stressed with her recent arguments with her parents and things like that. Also, Naomi keeps getting the scared buff. I don't know. She doesn't have a fear of the dark. So hopefully we can figure out why she keeps getting that, but it pops up a lot. So if you guys see me cancel that out, that's why. But we are gonna get some ice cream because I feel like ice cream makes everyone feel better. So let's go ahead and have Alisha and Naomi order some ice cream. Now, me personally, I feel like Naomi is a cookie dough lover. So she's going to get some cookie dough and then she's going to have a seat here. And Alisha is also going to order some ice cream, And I think that she just likes chocolate probably. Oh no, Naomi, you forgot your ice cream. Come get your ice cream. And she's like, dang, that was fast. But we can have a seat here together and just eat and talk a little bit. And it's been a while since Naomi's had some ice cream, I guess. She got a big old brain freeze there. But she's just going to have a seat. And she's noticing that Alisha is still tense. So let's go ahead and talk to her and just ask her, you know, what's going on, kid? I feel like discussing interests would have been great. Or just ask her about her day. There we go. She's going to ask her about her day. But Naomi just asked Alisha, is there anything I can do for you, sweetie? Can I say anything to make it better? And we're just going to pause so that way I can explain to you all what's happening now. I feel like Alisha just told Naomi, well, I'm worried I'm not going to get into your mom's school. I'm always worried that things are going to go wrong. And I feel like she also mentions the fact like, hey, when I found out that my mom and my dad were getting a divorce, I was so upset with them. I was so mean to them. I ignored them. I even said a lot of hurtful things that I didn't mean to. And I feel so bad. And so Naomi really is feeling super sympathetic right now. So we are going to talk about, it says emotional dreams, but we're just going to talk about emotions. And she's just going to tell her, you know, you're just a kid and mistakes happen. I know that you didn't mean to say those hurtful things to your parents, and I'm sure that they're aware of that. And, you know, it's not your fault that they're getting a divorce. Sometimes people just grow apart. And I need you guys to work with me here and just ignore the fact that they're making like funny faces and it's not fitting the tone. But I definitely feel like, you know, Alisha would start to kind of come around and Naomi wouldn't be so goofy right now. But yeah, she's like, well, my parents, they just, I feel like they don't listen to me. I feel like they don't get me, and I feel like they don't care about how I'm feeling. And is that selfish, Naomi, for me to want them to stay together just for me? But Naomi just goes to tell her, well, honey, I know you want them together, but maybe they're just happier separate. And I know that that's going to be a lot to get used to. You know, Naomi even opens up and says, well, my kid, he hated me. And I feel like Alicia's like, how could he hate you? You're so cool. You're such a good mom. And Naomi goes, your parents are good parents, Alisha. And she's like, so maybe cut them some slack, give yourself some time. It will take some time to get used to, but I promise you, they'll still love you. They'll still be involved in your life. Their love for you won't change. And Alicia's like, thank you so much, Naomi, for this. And Naomi tells her, well, kid, if you even like feel a moment that you need to like yell at somebody or just talk it out, you can call me. And Alicia's like, for real? She's like, yeah, whenever you want, just call me, okay? And she gives her number. But I do want them to have some fun and not sit here this entire time on this picnic bench. And so we're gonna get up, we're gonna do some things. I love having my Sims take pictures. I say it enough, so I think I'm gonna have them come over here and they're gonna take a happy photo together and just remember this moment that they're having. So let's do a friendly photo together with Naomi. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. And I can't wait to go and have them go home and put that up. But I think also in order of business, we have to get on the Ferris wheel, right? We've got to get them up here. And also, guys, I do want to mention that we are going to go back to the house with Angelo just to see how the conversation is going with Yasmin, because I do want you all to be a part of that as well. And that way you can see what they talked about and everything. But the girls are having so much fun riding the rides, taking pictures. I feel like Alisha really is starting to bond very deeply with Naomi. Oh my gosh, guys, I have never seen this pop up before, but it's actually cute and really sweet. So Alisha notices that Naomi is beginning to look a little pale. She is terrified of Ferris wheels and was too embarrassed to say anything. Does Alisha try to tell some jokes to distract her, or does she attempt to assuage her fear with some comforting words? So in my mind, I feel like we are really focusing on Alisha in this moment, and Alisha feels like Naomi is trying everything to make her happy, and Alisha suggested going on the Ferris wheel, but Naomi is terrified of heights. And so Alisha sees that Naomi went on here for her, and now I feel like Alisha is going to take care of Naomi. So I think that she is going to add some comforting words. Hopefully this goes well. You're someone I know I can trust. Oh my gosh, guys, how is this going to affect her when Naomi and Angela tell her that they're going to be a couple and they've dated in the past? Like, I'm very worried. And it says Alisha channels her inner empath and is able to assuage Naomi's fear with words of comfort. The gesture doesn't go unnoticed and the relationship grows even stronger. Alisha has proven to be trustworthy and caring friend. Having someone you can trust by your side while facing your fears makes all the difference. And it says we gained friendship between riders and became trusting of Ryder. Oh my gosh, that was so cool. Let me see. I have to see it. I've never done this before. Wow. So we have a trusting sentiment. Alisha trusts Naomi, and then Naomi just feels closer to Alisha. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm very worried that this is not going to end well at all. Oh my god. But I'm going to let the girls just continue to hang out here, and we're going to head on back and check on Angelo and Yasmin. So we're back at the Airbnb with Angelo and Yasmin, and the two of them have just been talking and catching up. She's telling Angelo how much she missed him being in her daughter's life, and she's just so happy that he's back. And, you know, she kind of gave her a general as to what was going on, but didn't give the full story. And so Angela's like, well, I don't mind telling you what happened. And so he just fills her in and lets her know about the divorce and everything and how he's been lately and just everything that's going on with Alisha. And I feel like now at this point, Yasmin is going to say, okay, well, if you don't mind me asking, can you tell me a little bit more about Alisha? But Angelo is just going to go into detail and just talk about Alisha, and this gives him a moment to brag about his daughter and just talk so fondly over her. So I feel like Angelo says, oh man, where do I start? She's super smart. She can be shy at times, but once you get to know her, she's pretty great. She'll always keep a smile on your face, keep you laughing. She's the sweetest kid. You know, when she was a kid, she found this dog by the dock near our house one time, and she kept me out all night trying to find the owner. And he says, oh, and her paintings are phenomenal. She's so talented. I can't believe she's my kid. And Yasmin says, so why did her school expel her, dear? I'm only saying this because Yasmin really is going out on a limb for Alisha here. She is taking on a student that has been expelled for cheating on SATs into her school, and this really could jeopardize her job and her career. But because Yasmin is so fond of Angelo and she's just so grateful for the effect that, you know, he had on her daughter's life by bringing her out of tough situations and really helping her for the time that he was involved with Naomi, with like managing her finances and figuring out what she wanted to do and helping her with school and everything. Like, she really is thankful for that. Naomi was in such a dark place, and she was going through a bunch of guys left and right before she even met Angelo. And so she was really just going through a lot of things that she wasn't opening up about. And so Angelo essentially saved her from that lifestyle, and Yasmin is forever grateful. So she wants to help out Angelo, but she needs to know, just for her safety of her career, you know, why did your daughter get expelled? If she's such a good kid and if she does all these things, then what happened? So then Angela adds, well, I think she was just overwhelmed about getting into Brightchester, both of her parents being alumni. I think she felt the pressure, but she also mentions how she just really wanted to go there for the art program. And Yasmin says, have you and Joanne ever given her any reason to doubt herself? Angela says, I don't think we have, but maybe when she first mentioned to us the interest of Brightchester, we did tell her how hard she'd have to work. And Yasmin says to Angela, that very well could have translated differently to her. She may have thought, I work extremely hard now. Is that not enough? Because I looked at her grades from over the years that you sent me, and she would have easily gotten in. Angela says to her, yeah, she even got in on the dean's list shortly after we explained the expectations to her. So guys, at this point, we can see that Angelo and his wife Joanne, they did unintentionally put a lot of pressure on their daughter. And so it may have affected her tremendously, and it made her stress, and it made her feel as though, I'm not doing good enough. I probably won't even get into Brightchester. There is no way that I'm working as hard as I am, and I'm not going to get in. So she felt like she had to cheat just to get the best possible grade ever, just to get into this school. She was very passionate about it. It is known for its arts there, and she just really, really wanted to get in there so bad. But Yasmin says, instead of discounting her current hard work by telling her to work harder, I would have acknowledged her current work. You're doing great right now, and we see you working so hard. Just keep up the good work. And Angela's like, yeah, I wish I would have known to tell her something like that. Yasmin says, I know that you and Joanne didn't say anything terrible, but teenagers translate things a little differently. So you gotta watch how you say things to them, because they may take something completely harmful in the most negative way. And Angela says to Yasmin, I didn't even think about it that way. Gosh, I feel awful. Yasmin's like, no, sweetie, you're not awful. We as parents are not perfect. We make mistakes. I myself am still learning how to be a parent to Naomi and Jared at times. And Angela's probably like, really? You are? He's like, sometimes I just feel like I'm the worst parent in the world. She's like, no, you're just learning. Parents are constantly learning. We're not perfect. I thought my mom had everything together when she was 26, but I was way, way mistaken. And at this moment, Angelo really is starting to rethink all the choices that he's ever made. And he just feels like, dang, I didn't watch what I said. I may have affected my daughter so much. But he does feel bad because he put her through this divorce, and, you know, she had to go through all that school stuff, and him saying what he said with Joanne possibly affecting her, and it's just a lot. But oh, Angela, don't cry. She's like, honey, it's okay, get yourself together, they're gonna be back shortly. And he's like, well, I thank you so much for for helping me out. You want to stay for dinner? And she's like, oh, I'd love that. So guys, it's the next morning and Naomi and Angelo are in the kitchen. They can hear that Alisha was in the shower. And so they're taking this moment to just flirt a little bit with each other. And Angelo's like, I don't know how much longer I can fight this urge. But Alisha is still in the bathroom. And so these two are just taking this moment to officially just be physically romantic with one another. It's been a while. Even the ride over here, they had to play it as though they were just friends and nothing crazy was going on. But they just couldn't wait any longer. They couldn't keep their hands off of each other. But things are really, really heating up. They better be careful because I do think that Alisha should be on her way out here shortly. And to see the woman that you've recently gotten close with just in here kissing on your dad with no explanation, oh my gosh, that would be so confusing. I couldn't even imagine how she would feel, but I would be so angry. Look at them. Oh my gosh, let's see where Alicia's at. Okay, yeah, she's still in the shower. We're still good. Oh wait, she just got out. Is she still in the bathroom though? Yeah, but she's thinking about food. She's like, oh, I'm so hungry. I need to go get something to eat. We're going to get her to change outfits. Let's see. What did I have planned for her to wear today? I think that she honestly was just going to wear this attire here. And y'all better get it together. Let me see where they're at. Oh my God. Hurry up. Okay. All right. That's perfect. So thank goodness they finished just in time. We're gonna have Naomi go ahead and start serving up some breakfast. I think we're gonna have her make some eggs benedict. I don't usually ever do that. And then Angela's gonna play it casual, like, you know, I'm in here just brewing some coffee. We weren't in here just making out or anything. Nothing was going on. You know, it's kind of funny because they're like just sneaking around, but it's also very stressful because anytime that Alisha could see them just being intimate with one another, that would just not be good right now. Especially after she developed so much trust with Naomi. But Alicia's gonna come in here and join them in the kitchen because she can smell the food. She can smell her dad's coffee. He made sure to bring his own coffee with him, guys. This is a specific brand that he drinks and he will drink nothing else. So Alisha knows that that's her dad's coffee. She's just gonna sit down and I want her to say good morning to the two of them. And Angela's like, hey baby girl, you want some coffee? She's like, no dad, you can keep that all to yourself. But it looks like our food is ready. So Naomi told everybody to grab a serving. So we're all gonna get some of this eggs benedict. It looks really good. I think Naomi's sitting at the table. She is. What is that under the eggs benedict? Is that toast? I've never had eggs benedict, so I don't know. But everyone's getting their breakfast. Looks so good. Oh my gosh, thank you, Naomi. We should probably compliment her cooking. Can we do that? Discuss bucket list. We can humble brag. We don't want to do any of that. We just want to compliment her food. Let's see. Oh, we can give her props. Yeah. We're gonna give her props. Oh, I love how he's sitting with his coffee too, y'all. I am here for a setting. I always love a good setting. She's like, Dad, isn't this food so great? And I feel like Angela slips up and he's like, yeah, Naomi's always been a great cook. And Alicia's like, huh? What do you mean, Dad? Like, how long and how close were you guys? And in this moment, I think that Angelo might mention, oh, you know, just something casual, like, well, yeah, we did date very briefly, very briefly. And it's a little bit of awkward tension. And Alicia's like, oh, okay. It gets her mind thinking a little bit. And she's like, I'm just gonna excuse myself really quickly. She doesn't really know how to respond to that, but I do feel like Angelo is trying to slowly like bring up the idea that he and Naomi did have a past and it was like this. And I'm gonna get Naomi to excuse herself because she's gonna go get dressed. She cannot believe that Angelo just brought that up at breakfast of all places. Oh my gosh. But we just need to get everyone situated. What is this? Be friendly with Naomi. Yeah, that's all you better be. With Alisha here. Oh my goodness. Naomi feels so bad. She comes back out. She's like, hey dear, you okay? She's like, yeah, I'm cool. Dad just kind of threw me off with that comment. You know, I didn't know you guys dated for a little bit. And Naomi's like, yeah, you know, it's just casual college stuff. You'll see. You'll see when you get to college. Like, she doesn't want to overstep. She doesn't want to explain this relationship to Alisha because that's not her place. She's not her daughter. She can't do that. So she's not going to do anything in regards to that or even speak on that. She's just going to tread lightly. But Alicia's like, can we do something fun? I heard there's a record store nearby. Can we go check that out? And Naomi's like, oh, of course. You know, I used to hang there all the time. So yeah, we'll go check out the record store. So we're here at the record store, which also doubles as a thrift store and a boba shop because I changed it to be that way. But if you guys want to grab this record store, I'll actually pop a picture up on the screen for you guys to look. It's on the gallery. I found it just by chance and it fit perfectly for what I was looking for. Now, Alisha is down here and she's realizing that this must be like the teen hangout because there's a bunch of teens here. She's really looking forward to moving to Copperdale and meeting all of these guys and hanging out with them more because they seem so cool. They all go to the art school and she's just having a time. Apparently they're a part of a D&D club and they're currently gathering, and I kind of want to see if Alisha can possibly get into this club. So we are going to go to clubs and we are going to apply to the D&D club to see if we can get in. Now I don't know if they have any kind of restrictions or anything like that. Oh, did they say no? Sorry, D&D club is an exclusive club and you don't make the cut. What do I have to do? I feel like Alicia's like, what do I need to do to join the club? Like, is there something that I can do? So we're going to talk about D&D. I love how we're just having this moment with Alisha and she's really just talking to other teens and just being a normal teen. Angelo and Naomi are actually upstairs. They're just chit-chatting, hanging out. But I did want to just take a moment to focus on Alisha and have her socialize because all these teens just kind of popped up by chance and I thought it was perfect. It says D&D club is a great place to hang out. Lucian Corner is the visionary leader. Who is the leader? This no? Who? So do I have to talk to the leader to get into the D&D club? I'm unsure. I just want to know what the qualifications are. That's it. I feel bad for Alisha. Let's see. Can we view the clubs? Let's see what kind of clubs they have going on here. Maybe it'll give us more insight on how to properly join the club. So here we go. This is the D&D club and the requirements are teen and young adult. How does she not meet the cut? Here is the club leader too. Okay. I mean, she's a teen and a young adult. We have to actually do debating. We play cards and we give speeches. I really want to apply for an invite. Alisha can find one of them and ask to join the D&D club. Yes, I did. I tried. Maybe we should try a different one. Maybe we should try with, what's the Sim's name? Oh my gosh, the cutoff. Let's see. Who? I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm so sorry. I'm probably saying it wrong. I think I'm going to try to join the club through this sim here. So we're going to apply to the D&D club. Try it again. Maybe if we try someone else, we can actually get Alisha in. So she's just going to ask everybody. It looks like Naomi's coming down here to check on her and see how she's doing. Oh no, they're all telling her no. She's a teen. How does she not make the cut? I feel like my feelings are being hurt right now. Let's ask another one. Let's ask one more person. Oh wow. Oh wow. Everyone told her no. Guys, can someone explain to me that played with, I guess, Get Together more than I did and explain why Alisha can't get into this club? Is it because she doesn't know them well enough yet? Maybe once we live here, maybe it'll change. But we're just going to talk about it with everybody. Hopefully they'll eventually let her in once she moves out here. Maybe that's just the issue. So while Alisha is down there talking to the teens, we are now going to just step away with Naomi and Angela. I'm thinking about coming over here to this little gazebo. It looks so romantic. Or we could just sit down on the bench. There's also some picnic tables over here. You know, we're not leaving her. We're still in the vicinity. So I don't think that it's bad for us to walk away. I'm just kind of seeing where we should go. They do have these tables over here too that we could sit at, but I don't know. The gazebo is really calling to me. There's a cute little pond by here, so I think I'm gonna have them come sit and chat over here and just talk a little bit and hang out. You know, I don't know what they would talk about at this point because I feel like we've talked about a lot. Oh, Julia wants to talk. Sure, I'll have her answer that phone while she walks over there with Angelo. And let's check back in on Alisha. Oh, she's still down here talking to the teens. I mean, she really is bonding with Luna, so I think that Luna might be a good friend for her. Let's do an impression. There we go. She's just really trying to fit in. Hey Alisha, we're having a little get together before prom. Want to join? Oh, her old friends are calling her, but you know, she's just gonna text him, say, I'm actually not home. I'm out of town right now. And you guys know I'm expelled, so I wouldn't even be allowed to go. But it's okay. Something like that just got her a little tense. But it looks like Luna's asking her when are you gonna move out here? Like, are you moving soon? Alicia's just gonna tell Luna, yeah, my dad, he should be getting me out here pretty soon. I'm just waiting to see if I get accepted into the art school here. And everybody's like, yeah, the art school is super cool, you know. We're all just very expressive, and yeah, I think you'd fit in really great there. I like how these two are just really talking to Alisha. They're being so nice to her, and it just makes me feel very safe in the fact that she's going to be going to school here. But we're going to skip back over here to Naomi and Angelo, and she's asking him, so how did things go with my mom? You never really even told me. And he's like, well, actually, things went great. You know, before she left last night, after we had dinner, she did tell me that she would let me know, but she thinks things are looking really positive for Alisha, that she would actually be able to attend the school. And Naomi's like, see, I told you things would work out. And he's like, yeah, thank you again for bringing me out here and bringing my daughter out here. It means a lot to me, Naomi, that you want the best for her. And Naomi's like, of course, she's your daughter. And I do feel like this moment would call for some cuddling and some snuggling, I think. So we are going to snuggle here on this bench. I mean, I do feel like we're far enough away to whereas Alisha wouldn't see them, you know, and plus she's preoccupied with the other teens. So I'm just going to let these two just snuggle up and just get a little comfortable. She's going to whisper some sweet nothings into his ear. She's like, I can't wait until we can move a little further. How about you? And he's like, oh, of course. You know, he's been waiting on it, but he wants to ask her to be his girlfriend first officially. But yeah, that's where you guys come into play. Let me know what you're thinking and how we should go about it. But I hope that you all enjoyed this part, and oh my gosh, I can't wait for the next episode. But just to give a disclaimer, I think that Naomi has 2 to 3 more episodes, and then the series will be going on a season break. There will be a season 2. I'm actually actively planning it now, so don't worry, she will be back on the channel. But yeah, just to give you guys a heads up, we will be taking a break from Naomi. I'll keep you guys posted about what she's doing and her moving situations, Angelo's moving situations and everything, and just keep you guys in the loop for sure. But thank you all so much for watching this episode. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe to become a tugboat if you aren't one already. And I will talk to you all very soon. Bye guys.